All right, welcome back everyone as we continue our playthrough of T Edition. So, we're on part 41, still nowhere near the end. So, if you remember last time, we completed everything and now we've begun the achievement grind. We completed Celis's runic and we started Locke's stealing. And I did some work off stream. So, right now, we're only 63 away from 500. So, let's continue. This is going to be another grind stream. I know this isn't the best to show you, but this is what it takes to unlock all of the costumes to be used in New Game Plus. So, if you are new here, watching the VOD, please leave a follow. We're 4 away from 50, and I can offer more on the channel to you, the viewer. The long, grueling achievement grind. It's the grind no one wants to do. And I've been mimicking off and on to get Go-Go up to 500. So, how is chat tonight? Hang on. Never mind. Sorry. Okay, so as we continue, And by the way, it was brought to my attention, as you can see, throwing weapons is not all that OP as it was in the original version. So throw isn't as good. Just keep that in mind in tier edition. If you're going to use heavy shadow, that doesn't make him weak, it makes him balanced, but it kind of does limit him. So whether shadow or an enemy throws something, it doesn't do that much. Normally, it might kill someone, doesn't in tier edition. Stop. If you've enjoyed my vid so far of this game, please give a follow. I greatly appreciate it. This game offers so much, it's actually fun. Lachlan Dispel. Okay, 48 more times. Now, if anyone else is playing this, would I recommend you try to get all of the achievements in your first playthrough? I'd have to say no, but it's ultimately your choice. As long as you've done all the pub quests, because for most part you'll unlock them naturally by just using different characters. But that's why there's New Game Plus. So you don't lose any of the achievements you picked up. And once you have the Quest Pub achievement, it'll carry over and you don't need to redo them all again. It's probably really the only achievement you need to get in one playthrough, because it's required as part of unlocking everyone's costumes, every costume on everyone. and being able to have them in the world of balance. This game offers so much. All that is required is that you get a clean copy of the Japanese ROM and then download the patches, which can be found on various ROM hacking sites. It's actually very simple, and there's plenty of vids out on how to do it. Even a novice can do it pretty well. This game originally was made by a Japanese man named Sushi, which was he made it for him. So, unlike most games, he made it with his personal touch. That's why you see a lot of Five's influence. Okay, let's put it to sleep. And he did a great job. It was a lot of work. To change codes. To actually get a game in a playable state. When it says couldn't steal, that does not count. I must steal the item. So, that's it for that. So, even though I jumped 10 times to steal, I only got one. This is why Zozo's the best, because the monsters here are still weak for lower level characters. Because ultimately what it comes down to in this ROM hack is HP. There's still a whole other spot to do. And for those of you who don't know, there's a spot in the Game Boy Advance version of the OG that has the Soul Shrine. Well, it's here in T edition. So, like Ultima Plus Final Fantasy IV, it's a boss rush, but you've got pretty much every single monster to fight in the game, including all bosses. Now you ask, is there anything missable? No. Nothing is missable. The only thing that can be missed would be the pub achievement because of the stuff in the world of balance. I could mimic. The only problem is Locke doesn't get to steal Gogo steals it. However, if you mimic after he steals it, it still counts towards the mimic count. Locke's not going to get that one. Okay, so as we continue, it is boring, I know, and I hate subjecting chat to do this. And physically, I don't need to. I could go do the Soul Shrine, the last story event. It's a major event other than with Kefka. Now, although you don't need to beat Kefka to get New Game Plus, it's already available for this complete walkthrough playthrough. We will. But if I was playing solo without it live, I would not beat him. He's really not worth it. But for the sake, I will. Since I need to play the full game, including beating the final boss. There's also an EX version, which is just all of the previous Final Fantasy final bosses all the way up to 11, including a new hidden one just added. It is Omega Weapon. Not Omega, that's a super boss in T edition. I'm talking Omega Weapon. That was just added by Kane Strader. Now, I'm not going to do the EX version on this run because I want to go through the entire game with more viewers so they can fully see, because I know watching older vids is boring and you may have questions. But we will be doing it. I am purposely using high potions, seeing if that helps get Locke stealing. So, as you can see at the bottom, it says common steel and rare steel, 3/4 or 1/4. Shows exactly what they have. Okay, good. Okay, we've done the stealing. I'm doing that for the mimic aspect. 25 more. I do like that they added that function, so you exactly know how much effort you want to put in. Because before there was only one other option. No dude, Note of Nosh would give you an estimation of how many times you've done an ability, like around 200 times, but doesn't give you an exact number. This being added makes things easier. And if you like the music or want to change, we can do that. Just put it in chat. And yes, like I said, throw is actually balanced. So that kind of makes shadow less useful in that respect compared to the OG. So you're not going to be doing 9999 on a throw, even with a more advanced weapon. So if this is working, I'm getting 3 to 2, so 6 per 3 set battles. Like I said, you see a lot of 5 influence. The Iron Claws are from Karnak Castle in FF5. They're here instead of the monsters that would be here. The Gobbledygooks. And as a rule, always good to save it every now and then because you never know. ROM hacks tend to glitch. And know your status changes. Everything, including bosses in this ROM hack, can be inflicted with some status change. Mostly slow, but some can be stopped, including a certain super boss. Unusual status changes don't do much. The bosses were not here. And in most cases, especially now and mid to late game, a lot of your enemies will be getting 2 or 3 attacks in a row. I should stop him. $17. I shouldn't have done that. So, as we continue, dragon boots or dragoon boots. Nope. Okay. I looked away for a split second, thought I had stolen it. So, how was your day, chat? Mine was decent. Yeah, I don't have anything interesting. My life's pretty dull, which is great for me. I'm still recovering after my trip to Japan just last week, or the last 2 weeks. Lachlan Asper. We'll give him this, but he'll be way done. And then we can unlock all of Locke's costumes. Even though I've already unlocked everyone's costumes. good. It'll pick up once I hit the soul shrine. If I can get real lucky, I can do this, do everything probably within a week. Seven more. If luck was at a higher level, it'd be quite a bit easier to steal, but this has worked. Two more battles if I can get 2 3s in a row. This is a great game, and I highly recommend you download and get it. If you like the OG story, this game is going to please you. Because the original story's still in here. And the ending's the same, so you're not missing out. There's just way more things to do. Bosses add more of a challenge. You have to think creatively and strategically on some of them. You can't bootstrap your way through this game like you could in the vanilla version or in the Game Boy Advance version. One more. And with this, I will be at exactly 500. I'll have about 5 turns, there we go, before he frees himself from stop. And with that, we are at 500. Steel mastered. And with that, we will go check out Locke's achievement. Here at the training school. And there it is, Great Bandit. That should unlock all his costumes. Because of this one, Quest Achiever. This also helps. So, we now must take the next person. Now, who should we choose next? I see a certain lurker lurking. So, I don't need Cyan. Shadow, that'll be a challenge because I have to do him in Interceptor 250 times, which tends to take the longest, believe it or not. I have to do Sketch 500 times, Slots 500 times, Mimic, and Snowstorm. And I really haven't used Realm much. You know what? We're gonna do Setzer. Excuse me. Hope you didn't hear that cough. Once again, we'll go to our key area Zozo. That'll put him, let's just do that. We'll give him the rubber. Hermes. And we'll give him the floor. Yeah, I haven't looked on him that much. So, I got 473 times to use Slot. shows how little I've used him. So, let's return to Zozo. And worry not about Gal's rages. The soul shrine should be able to fill out the rest of the ones I'm missing. Since Gal will learn monsters anywhere, Leap is no longer with him. So take him and he'll learn the monsters just by fighting. Even if he's knocked out and you win the battle, he'll still learn it. It's actually one of the best things, and Gal is actually really good. So my goal now is to see how many times I can do slots per battle. Like I said, I will be doing a lot off viewer or off screen to save you the headache. And every time I use it, it'll gain 1. So if I use it 10 times, I can intentionally speed it up. The reason why we're doing it here is because he's not strong enough to go elsewhere. Because like I said, when all's said and done, it's gonna come down to HP. Can they be sleep? Yep. Unfortunately, sometimes it's not going to work. That's fine. I'd rather do Misty and Rapid. Ooh. Let's see who I get. Oh, it's Bahamut. Yeah, we got a long way to go. And yes, you can change into your costumes at the World of Balance in New Game Plus as long as you have the achievements to match. We want to see if Setzer gets the kill here. See how many times we can use slots. This is 304 times, not bad. I should refloat just in case. This is still the easiest spot. It seems like Setzer's slots doesn't trigger the Hades or the Heal Gigas's magnitude 8 on the kill. Setzer learned an aura. If you have any questions, chat, I'd be happy to answer or try to. Except for that somehow. It does look like a lot. True. Anyone would say, yeah, that's a lot. Setzer can be good in this ROM hack. Actually, for the most part, every single character is good. It's not bad. We're making good headway. Which is fine. I need to get as many slots out of battle as I can. And if I can get 5 total, I'll take it. I'm not looking for quick wins. I'm looking for ways to try to make him move up quicker. Setzelun Blizzara, drag Dragoon Boots. I think I know why. Yep. Because of the ice shield. So, let's put on the flame shield. don't know why sometimes it only gives 476. Might be a bug. Ultimately, I really hate doing this as well, so I know how you feel. But once the Soul Shrine is done, other than beating the game, there's nothing left to do. And I can still pick up money. Yes, it does look like a lot. And I need to stop looking. Now you might be asking, I could go elsewhere where there's a little bit stronger monsters to get more out, and yeah, I probably could. My problem, can Setzer survive? I guess we could go try that on the island of Thamasa now. The outcome I want is, like I said, is getting like a Mysidia rabbit. And since I don't defend, let's see what I... Oh, lovely. That was the Warring Triad. Setzer gained a level. That was... However, that was Crusader. However, it's not as strong as it was. Because usually if you got that, unless you had re-raise, it was gonna kill ya. Because now, I'll mimic. I'd rather not get 3 7s. Oh! Unless I have re-raise on. They just killed that one. Since they really can't do much to me. Mimic seems to take a while. Settle cure. Gigas gloves. I guess it doesn't matter. Setzer Führer. I am not going to mimic that. Okay, this is going quite well. It doesn't look like I'm doing much, but I am. Let's switch music. And this game has every song or most songs from FF1 to FF13. Pretty much any Square game from the SNES era. And some come from games that never made it to the West. You know what? Let's get over there and try it out. Let's see if we can make Setzer survive. I quite enjoy ROM hacks now, more than I thought, to the point where I never played the OG again. This is too good. And we'll move Setzer to the back. This is good. This is getting like 5 different times, if not more. And then mimicking as well. Let's see who I get. Always remember to save. Here, I'll take it. Let's change again. I see. Okay, we're gonna need to put the ribbon on him. Let's see who I get. Terra gained a level. I should probably go buy another Angel's Shield. Yes, you can buy them. And no, you can't buy Curse Shields for Hero Shields. However, there is a better shield that will absorb all elements for beating the Soul Shrine. This is smart of me to hit Go-Go with mimicking to help work his 500. No, we don't want to mimic that. But we do want to mimic this. Setsa seems to be doing pretty good. But then you also meet this. Okay, now that that part's done, I'm gonna put back on Omega Sword. Go gain the level. Not bad. We've gone up quite a bit. Still 334 more, but it's better than 47. And it's not really taking us as long. And I'll continue to work this off stream. That's a pre-mimic Misty and Rabbit. Good. We'll have that emerald carrying off and on, but I can handle this. However, now that I think about it, we'll keep this on for the time being so I don't kill everything. Once again, if you're new here, please give a follow. This channel will have a lot of content from different ROM hacks, but other games as well. Stone Gaze is a physical attack. And once I'm done with this stream, we'll look at raiding someone to show the love. Because in my next game, New Game Plus, my focus will be to get back through it and so we can get into the EX version. I should be able to do it with 2 Omegas, 2 Hero Shields, 2 Shields out of the Soul Shrine, and 2 Celes Triad, which is the economizer. I believe this was the original Japanese name for the economizer. Plus you have your Tetra Elemento from 7. And your Soul of the Massa, which is the gem box. The original Japanese name of that item is the Soul of the Massa. This romhack also includes 2 6 songs, Final Fantasy VI songs that never released, that were put into the game, but never released out into the public. Both are city songs, and they don't seem to fit where you hear them. It's a wonder why they were taken out. Setzer gain a level and regen. It is oh, right, it's not up there. It's down here. Oh, it's here. Town 2, Town 3, unreleased. So 2 town songs never made it into the game. They were placed in there, then Square decided not to. Likely because they didn't fit. More or less, everything in this ROM hack is in the original Japanese version, just translated into English by Kane. Okay, we're almost coming up on 2 hours, and I don't want to submit you, chat, to another hour or so of grinding. I'll do some off stream and probably be one step closer. Okay, let's see who we get. Oh, I did drive me Ragnarok, and it worked. Again, it's Valgamon tried disaster. Well, not bad. 289 more. We'll play for about another 10 minutes and then raid someone. That gives me a little bit more time off stream to continue. I want to make this as painless as possible for you. And once again, like I said, if this is your first time, don't feel like you have to get everyone's achievements on your first playthrough at your convenience. At your own pace. such a long break. Alright, I'd say that's close enough. Not bad. That's pretty good. So, I think we'll end it here tonight. Join me tomorrow night as we continue this achievement grind. Let's take a look and see who we can raid. Anyone good? Okay, I think we found one. We'll give this one my views. So we're gonna start the raid, but first, I'd like to thank everyone for showing up. If you are still watching the vid, please give a follow. We're far away from 50, and then I can offer you the VIP status. And remember, I do not have ads running because I'm not at that level, so you don't have to worry about that. So, to all, you all have a good night. And the raid has been started. And I'd like to thank you all. So, This is Soa signing off.